Hi guys, it's Ricky and this is Ricky Reveals. so, somebody doesn't know what to do and they're kind of freaking out. My advice to you is to breathe, listen to your heart, and do the right thing. Oh, it's like I just had those. It's because they know the situation at hand is their fault, and they're caught between not wanting to take accountability and not wanting it to get worse. Aries. Leo. Libra. Pisces. Cancer and Capricorn. Okay. I think I'm going to do these next. So you could be an Aries, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, or Cancer, or you could be dealing with one or more of these. These all come out together. Something's telling me to take it. Thursday, I was embarrassed and jealous at the same time. I was embarrassed and jealous of you at the same time. Leo, Italy, Montana, Dirty Cop, 80s, Massachusetts, Australia, Saturday, Actress, Daniel, I Have Loved You for 1,000 Lifetimes, The Beach, Mexico, Dayrell, July, Zach, Nate, Austin, New Hampshire. They watch your YouTube and it pisses the one they chose over you off. Big mad. Amber, Hebrews 3:3, Orlando, BJ, Brandon, Taurus, Daniel 10:10. I saw your light and I was afraid to change. I was comfortable in my darkness. I always thought I'd see you again. Germany, Keep the Faith. The baby's not yours. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Marcus, Proverbs 27:7. John 3:16. Drummer, Virgo, Washington, August, and June. Okay. Whew. Somebody has, I think, like, passed, like, maybe not like all that long ago, but at least some months, because they've had time to travel. Somebody was stuck in an identity crisis. And they made a choice in a deceptive way that hurt people that they cared about. But the problem is, well, their pride and ego is strong, and they don't even know who they are. So how can you be true to someone if you're not even being true to yourself? And I think this person has gone on a self discovery journey, and they could have possibly have traveled to all the places that were mentioned here, or they've talked to people in all those places, like online or something. This person is really, they're trying to figure out themselves and their life and moving forward through all avenues. I mean, we had Bible verses come out, we had different countries come out, we had different, like, we had drummer and actress. So I mean, someone who's artistic, creative, someone who there's a thin line between love and hate. They love someone, but they, because of their jealousy and their envy, they almost hate them. Like, and it could be they want to be them. And that's kind of scary. And it's really sad too, because you are beautiful. You are just as valuable as anyone else in this world. And you should love yourself and not try to, and not want to be somebody else. Because I'm telling you, the grass is only greener because it's fake. And when you walk in someone else's shoes, you're going to realize that even if they truly possess the qualities that you perceive them to have, they've earned those qualities. And if you're not willing to go through the trials and the tribulations and the battles that you have to go through in order to get those stripes, you can't get them. And no one just walks through life. Anything and everything that we have, whether it's intellectually, physically, monetarily, we've earned it. We had to go through some shit to get it. And the more shit you go through, the more you respect yourself and others and whatever it is that you have obtained. And if you respect and love something, you take care of it, and you allow it to grow into something even more beautiful and more rewarding, more fruitful, which is what God does with us. He takes us all through the pruning process. It speaks of like cutting the branches. When God sees a fruitful tree, he'll prune it. I can't remember what book, what verse, nothing. So I'm just gonna stop with that right there, because I'm not gonna misquote the Bible. But when you love, so just say a tree, if you get into gardening and stuff, you go out and you prune them. You take the weeds out, you take away the bad stuff so that more of the good stuff can grow. And if you're not willing to go through that process, you're not going to grow. But it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, except maybe you're lazy, or maybe you're scared of the unknown. But that doesn't mean you can't change that. But if you're unwilling to go to face the process, you're not going to grow. And so it doesn't matter if you have positive, good, influential people in your life, if you can't listen to them and take the advice they're giving you and actually apply it to your life and grow, you're just going to get left behind. Or you're going to get frustrated and pissed off and jealous and envious, because you're equating your lack of growth to not being good enough. And it's not that, because you are good enough. It's because you're refusing to do you're refusing to do the work. And if you don't do the work, you don't get paid. You know what I mean? Like, who can like have their name like on a time clock but don't show up from Monday through Thursday to clock in and clock out, but then on Friday want to go and collect a paycheck? It doesn't work like that. So please stop looking at yourself as you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not smart enough, because you are. You just have been lazy or uninspired or manipulated into not doing the work. So someone else can control you and keep you stagnant. If you rely on God and yourself and truly do the work, you will see something unfold in yourself and in your life that you are just going to absolutely be amazed by. Be ready to become a crybaby, because you're going to be crying tears of joy instead of tears of pain, and everything. You're going to find the beauty in everything once you really surrender and do the work. Okay. Let's see what else we got for ya. And when I say that, like, I know it sounded so sweet and simple and like easy. It's not. It's like, so don't think that I'm sitting here trying to act like I'm Ricky the Great, the Powerful. No, trust me, I've cried many hours and many nights. I've been through a lot of pain. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Page of Cups. Someone's got a crush on you. They want to come and tell you how they feel, but either you intimidate the fuck out of them, or this could be you too, like, especially with what I've been saying the rest of the video, but they might think they're not good enough for you, and that's something they got to change or you to, however it resonates, because you are good enough. No one is better than anyone else. We just are all given a special path to walk, and none of us can walk anyone else's path. So we're not in competition with anyone but ourselves. So if you really have feelings for somebody, don't hold yourself back. Like, they may reject you, but that's not a you issue. That's a them issue. You know what I mean? So, and maybe the whole purpose of this attraction to them is so you can learn something. And maybe it's not for you to be with them. Maybe it's because you're to learn how rejection feels and how to accept rejection. Or maybe you're to learn how to overcome fear and actually get accepted. And it's to teach you closed mouths don't get fed. So, if you never would have spoken up, the person never would have known how you felt. And then you never would have gotten what you desired. You know what I mean? So, and I see victory here. This is victory. There's some work that needs to be done, and it could be self-work, inner work, or it could be work on the way you do relationships, the way you perceive relationships. And it's possibly because you've been deeply wounded and broken hearted by relationships in the past, or maybe you are now. There's a tower coming, or you're experiencing a tower right now. Maybe the tower is you broke someone's heart because you were in love with someone else and you didn't know how to tell the person that was in love with you. Um, so you just disappeared. Or you deceive them in some way. You use some form of deception, trickery, like, and I'm not saying you did it to be deceitful. You thought it was you didn't know how to deal with the situation, so you didn't want to hurt this person, so you tried not to hurt them. But in reality, you hurt them possibly even more than you would have had you just been truthful. Well, now you're going through a tower because you're being shown what your actions did to someone else and how it feels for someone to go through what you chose to put them through. And it's not like God saying, ha ha ha. Like, it's God saying, do you see how this feels? Well, you did that to this person. And you really weren't going to be able to understand it any other way. So I had to allow it to happen to you. And so the pain you're feeling right now, you've dished it out before. And this is for you to understand how important 3 words can be. I love you is one of the most powerful statements you can ever express to anyone. And if you go around using it nonchalantly and using it like when you really don't mean it and you know you don't mean it, you're hurting people even if you can't see it. And now you're being shown what it's like to be told that someone loves you and they really don't. Which is funny, I was talking about deception and trickery, and this is the next card that came out. But someone thought they got away with something, and they didn't get away with it at all. And that's probably also another part of the tower. I think someone wanted to hurt someone, and they used you to do it. And that's also, again, the part of the lesson, because someone was being true to you, and you were basically, you thought you were better than them. And so you weren't necessarily like trying to like physically hurt them or harm them or whatever, but you had no regard for what happened to them either way. You know, they just were they were making your life more they accommodated you in certain ways that made your life run a little smoother. But the minute something else was there that could either pick up the slack of what they were doing, or they could actually do more than this person could do, you were out the door. And the person that you ran out the door to, they knew, for whatever reason, they didn't like the person that you were with. And they didn't really care about you either, but they wanted to hurt the person you were with. So they knew all they had to do was get you to come with them, and that person that they didn't like was going to be heartbroken. And then they knew they could play you to the hilt till they didn't need you anymore, and then they were going to run out the door to somebody else, and you were going to be left in the same position that you left this other person in. And so the person that hurts you, that's run out on you right now, or tricked you and deceived you, they got to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. because now both of you guys are brokenhearted. And the lesson is for you to know you cannot do this. And it's better to do the work, be single, and love yourself until you truly do love someone, instead of just running from relationship to relationship to relationship and just racking up a chain of fools, because karma is real and it comes back. And the person that's done this to you, they're about to run into a brick wall. But you needed to see this because God knows your heart, and God knows that you still, your heart's not completely hardened. You're just lost. And he's using this to wake you up. So you could choose to wake up and right your wrongs and do the healing and move forward to a beautiful future. Or you could choose to keep going in the same direction, and you're going to wind up running into this brick wall like the person that just hurt you. 9 of Pentacles. So there's someone that's very independent. They're admired. They have done the work, and they're in a pretty, I'm not saying they're rich, but they're okay. They love their life. They love themselves, and they love their life, and they're self-sufficient. And they probably have been an inspiration to you, but you haven't fully seen who they could be to you, or you took for granted this person and what their light can do to help you shine your light, and how much you guys really could accomplish together. But now they're not there anymore, or it feels like they're not there, or you don't know you don't have access to them like you used to, and you really miss that. And this person really could help you through this time, but whether it be your fear of rejection, your pride and your ego not allowing you to admit you were wrong on something, or by just still being blind and in your emotions about why did this happen to me, and you're missing out on this person. And it truly is sad, because this person, they're going to, you and them really can create something beautiful together. And even if that's just allowing you to heal, there's something beautiful that could come out of it if you would just stop ignoring what your heart already knows to be true. And stop being stagnant. Stop being stuck. Make a choice. Right or wrong, it's better than being stuck. And if you listen to your heart, you might actually find that you get the love of your life. And you're standing at a door, and unbeknownst to you, you actually do have the key. You can unlock it and open it. You're just not seeing that you have it. Or you're too embarrassed and shameful and guilty, or your guilt is not allowing you to pull the key out and put it in the door and turn it. But you're the only thing. You're standing in your own way. And you, it's sad, but trust me, I don't know how many times I heard that last year. You're standing in your own way. You're standing in your own way. So you you don't get it till you get it. But once you do, it's an amazing feeling. And whatever's for you is for you. So if this person really is meant for you, it can't pass you by anyways. But there's definitely something with them that is going to make your life more beautiful if you choose to do what you know in your heart is right to do. The Knight of Wands, someone is coming in really fast. They got a lot of passion. They got a lot of desire. They're really creative. Could be younger than you, but they're going to deliver a message to you that you're really going to like. Well, you might have two coming in. And it's never easy, is it? These two men are masculines. They're both going to look the part, but only one has the throne. And you've really got to do some inner work so that you don't make the wrong choice. Choose from your heart, not your head. If you choose from your head, you're going to be in the same position you're in now, but not when this next relationship plays out. If you choose with your heart, you'll never be. The next time you're single is when one of you passes on. And you might not be single because you might be the one who passes on. But if you make this choice with your heart and not your head, you will spend the rest of your life in a very, very loving, committed, loyal relationship that will change the entire trajectory of your life. Middle path. Embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. Prayer. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask, we are listening. Heart and soul. When making your decision, take into account your heart and your soul are saying. Take into account what your heart and soul is saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose through love, not fear. Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become brighter or become lighter. Change. Life is a journey. It would be very unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last. Because life is always changing. It is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and forever will be. Actually, I do want to use these. I'm looking for my angel messages cards. Maybe they're... Yeah, here they are. Yay. So I really wanted to throw some of those on top of it. 29 minutes. Wow, I really got into this message. Cannot believe it's been 30 minutes. Owl. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through the deception. Orangutan. Working to live joyously, not living to work. Chameleon. Conceal ambition with patience until it is time to make your move. B. Hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. Octopus. Travel across earth and over sea to securely embrace your dream. So, I mean, that's funny considering all those different places that came out earlier. So, I mean, there's definitely someone here who loves to travel or is traveling currently. Like I said, I wanted to use this deck. That's crazy. Expect miracles, forgiveness and understanding, signs and reminders, and compassion. I'll get one more. Trust the universe. If anyone who follows me and knows anything about me, I say trust God, but the card says trust universe. Either way, trust in the Father and the process, and enjoy the journey. It's not just about the destination. Have trust and faith that all will be well, and all will be well. I love you guys. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.